going to be painting out the new gunmetal. This is the light gunmetal. Working on a specification sheet right now for it. Before we can actually put anything on there, we have to run some tests first and do some comparison side by side to the darker technologies we have downstairs. All right, so let's get this cracking, Jackson. So this is what you're supposed to be seeing. Those of you that are buying screen paint for the first time, these are the tests that you should be seeing, but you do not see because, again, people will rush the product without doing proper testing. And if you don't do proper testing, well, later on, things will come back to bite you in the face, like house paint. And that's one thing you do not want is your stuff matching house paint at the end of the day. We don't care if this stuff matches a one of the certified screens, that's a good thing. If it matches house paint, that's a bad thing. We don't want that. No, we don't. That's something you don't want to match. And we're going to show you the difference because you're not supposed to be like a slim little difference. You're supposed to be a huge, massive difference between night and day. Where is my screwdriver? Where's one? There we go. Got to strengthen my stand over here. This would be the lightest screen paint we make. We usually make them this light. Actually, we did have one. We had something called Complete Silver. That was really light. This is a lighter version of gunmetal. The most advanced gunmetals are very dark. We'll make a light version of it. Because, as I said before, we try to make something we can do for all our customers. Sometimes our customers may not. Some customers may want the lighter products, but this is what we do. You know, 38 Black Widows, some people thought they could only be just black. No, we can make them whatever we want to make them. We chose to just keep it in black. That is the gold version of it right there, which is one of the exotics. So, no, sadly mistaken. Our technology is a little more advanced than that. We can change it to whatever. We're blessed to change it whatever we want to. And again, we do these testing. You will see exactly how tests are supposed to go and not. There's so many tests missing on some of these products out here. It's not even funny. All right, so let's grab our product right here. Again, just shake it up. That's it. You're not doing no crazy instructions on how to paint the screen. We're not going through all that. It's easy to do, easy to paint. 9-inch nap roller. That's it. I need this for the pictures. I got to keep that clean. I need the pictures for the website. Yeah. All label clean. Rolling it in, it's very easy. There's no 4-step process, 3-step process, or 2-step process. You paint it in and you're done. That's it. A little bit more for that. Might have put too much on that one, but I think we're okay. And you don't need much. Really don't need much to do it. That's it. All done. How people do those 4-step instructions, I don't know how you do it. I couldn't be doing it. That's way too much time for me to be spending on painting the screen. Way too much time. Make sure we got this covered well. I see a couple spots, but I like to walk around the screen when I do that. Should have did it on this one. We're just going over top of it. 4 steps. Not doing no 4 steps. Too much work. Make sure. Sometimes I go on both sides. Make sure. Oh, yeah, I do cover. Got 1, 2 spots there. And cover. That's no problem. So right over top of it. So for you to do. Gotta go through all that to paint the screen, man. I'm on to buy TV. Set it right here. You got a little smidgen. What are you doing in my screen? What are you doing in my screen? Get off my screen. We'll fix you right on up. Go. It's back this way. I had to mess my screen up a little bit because we got a little smidgen or something in there. Like, what are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. You are not supposed to be there on my screen. That's on my screen. Are you not? No. And we just roll right over top of it nice and smoothly. Ooh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Ooh, I might add some upgrades to that one right there. I always got room to upgrade our technology. I can see I might want to add a little something extra to that. A little bit more of a bite. When you're over in a few minutes, you'll be there. I don't know why I thought this was. Here's the one we painted before. There it is over there. Now, the gunmetal we'll have upstairs is dark gunmetal. Still a little lighter. If we make it too light, we're going to sacrifice a lot of good stuff. And we don't want to sacrifice, we don't want to come up with a washed out looking screen. I don't want that crap at the end of the day. Like I said, it's not going to have the potential of the darker screens, but it's going to be a whole lot better than some of the other stuff on the market right now. Let's get something to dry the screen. Now, right now, we've added what we could into the website. The rest of the stuff we can't add on there right now because it hasn't been tested. So we can't put stuff in there knowing it hasn't been tested. Let's get our fan there so I can see painting. It's no time at all, which it should be. It shouldn't take you forever to paint a screen. It's not rocket science. Just painting the screen. Some people want to make it sound like it's rocket science. I'm going to make it sound complicated. It's not complicated, it's not hard to do. Painting the screen in. Now I can see about Goose Screen. Goose Screen had 3 applications which were needed if you're painting one of their screens in. They had the primer, which you had the primer surface first. They had the actual paint, and then they had a finisher to protect the screen. That I can understand. The other stuff I've seen online, no, I don't understand, because it still, at the end of the day, hasn't showed the reason why, what would happen if you would have missed one of those applications, what would be the outcome. And there is no outcome at all. Now, because this is a much lighter screen that we're used to working with, because our technology is super dark, that's a black screen sitting behind the back of it. We have actually dropped the price already on the 12 because it can't be the price of the black screen. That wouldn't even make any sense. Usually gunmetal screens always, darker screens always cost more. But this one for around 32 ounces is going to be around $268. And yes, we will put it against certified screens right from the door, something that they usually never ever do in their demonstrations. But again, can't beat house painting. You're not gonna beat a gunmetal. You're definitely not going near a diamond at the end of the day. Not going near that screen. No way in the world. That's not gonna happen. All right, let's see what's going on here. While she's not playing nice with us today. Let's see. Switch her over. See what we got going on here. While she's not gonna play nice today. Go, switch it over, not in that section anymore, not in that section anymore. Maybe she's going to open section somewhere. Might be using that instead, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, what power unit on? I'm going to check one of them. So this adapter has to require a power unit. Let me see what's going on here. She's being a bit fussy today. I don't know what's going on with this. What's going on here? We got two. Detected, nothing detected. Interesting. Let's do it, what's going on. If not, we go do HDMI. One way or another, show must go on. Plugged in, everything's Gucci, everything's plugged in here and here, we're good. I don't know why we're not getting a signal here. Let's try her again, see what's going on with her. Well, I tell you, technology and its temperaments, I swear, glad this stuff can't talk back to you. Probably tell you what it really thinks of you. All right, let's get the screen size going. Very important that all tests are done in max out environments. I explained to you that before. Anytime we test anything, paint anything, has to be done down here. We need to see exactly how much light the screen is going to be able to absorb in. Mine is going to be tested at 4,000 and 1,000 lumens. They still got to pull. I don't understand that whole dark environment testing. I don't get that one. Things a little bit down here. Here. Little differently down here.
Apple Business Essentials is here. Start your free trial now. We're the real ones. The real ones are here. Introducing Oreo frozen treats.
I love how people thought the 38s, the black widows, can only be in black. Please. I can make this screen in a high grade super silver if I want to. Yeah, that'll burn your retinas out. Definitely will. We can change it to anything we want. It doesn't have to be black. We chose for it to be black because we didn't want to do anything else. But we can change it to anything we want. I could bring it down and keep it at a super black level to maintain its contrast levels, or we can drop it down to a silver screen and level all your products in one hit on your level. Oh, the 38s are powerful. So what are you going to do now? First you complained the screen being black. Now we got a screen that we can change it in any color we want. What do you have? Nothing. You can't go against a 38. You lost your mind? That's why I try to explain to people. 38s can convert to anything they want. They're blessed to be able to convert to anything they want. And at the end of the day, when we have technology, the technology we have here, that will level all your screen paint products in one hit, which we'll prove. We'll start buying. You'll see tests that this screen will do that you will not be able to do. And that's why I tell people, watch our test demonstrations. I can already tell from the door, this is going to be some interesting testing. Where is the rest of the certifieds? How many certifieds we got down here to play around with? This is looking really good. So you see the difference between how we do tests and how people make gray screen paint products. I haven't seen any testing under Parts A's, none at all. I haven't seen any people testing under Pro. But y'all can match our demonstrations today, or test today. First thing starting with max out zone. Oh, where are the meters at? We gotta bring the meters up here. Told you the best thing to do was to mind your own business. And you thought a 38 Black Widow can only do black? Oh, please. Well, I'm telling you, now we got to test your products. Now we got to start placing orders. Because when we're doing black technology, really, we don't really dabble too much with the other gray screens because at the end of the day, you know, we're in a different category. But now that we're going to be dropping down into your categories now, we need to test your stuff against the new stuff we have over here, which we might make a lighter version of this one. Let's see how many orders you cancel. I can already look at the screen already from the door and I know what it's going to do against the certified. So not only will you see us develop, we might make a lighter one than this. I might decide to make a lighter one than this. You'll see the tests that our demonstrations go through, how we're going through rows and rows of house paint, where we can throw at it. And at the end of the day, you will watch the other ones who call themselves making professional products. They will cancel out on us. They will give us back our money. Let's drop the meter. All right, people, this is the meters. This is how much light we like to pull up in the environment. We like to max out, as you can see. Turn the meter off, put it back on. I'll take my hand, cast a shadow. That's the only way it can read. That's it. Once I take it away, meter maxes out. So this screen is being introduced to a ton of ambient light. No dark corners, no dark pockets, none of that nonsense. And again, projectors that we're using in the demonstration, anybody can afford. There's no $3,300 projectors in here, no $4,000, $5,000, $270. I have some people saying, well, you know, it's 4,000 lumens. It's 4,000 lumens at $270. How much did you pay for your projector? All right then, there you go. So we might start changing the whole lineup of gunmetals. Why does a gunmetal have to be dark? Why can't it be something different? We need to change that. Now, like I said, it's not going to be to have outstanding capabilities and black levels like the darker screens, but it'll do for what we can do with it. Now, I want you to watch our test demonstrations. I want you to compare them to other people at the end of the day. Are they doing the same as we do? Now, price for this is going to drop a little bit, like I said, because we don't consider it to be one of the darker screens, get a little bit more expensive, where these lighter screens are a little bit more affordable. You saw the paint on demonstration, painted in no time at all, we're dry. That's the drying time, that's how fast. Paint dry, we're done. 4 applications on the screen, are you kidding me? I ain't doing that nonsense, that's too much work. We're done. We gotta bring out Old Faithful. Let's get Old Faithful out because she's gotta play today. Let's get her out. Now let me explain something to you. If a black screen, and I tell you, it's very difficult for black screens. The black screens are not supposed to be to pull in fully lit environments because the screen's black, the white levels drop. This is the theory behind black screens. Our black screens can pull up in fully lit environments. So if a black technology can pull up in a fully lit environment and display with no problem, what do you think this stuff is going to look like when we get done with it? Now already I can add 3 perks to the screen already, which I'm seeing, to increase it, to make it better. Oh no. Let's get some network grade 773, which is not going to match the screen anyway. Gunmetals. Where did gunmetals come? I can do some gunmetals on here. There's some darker screens out there. Let's load it up. See what we got to play with. I don't see you guys doing this in your demonstration. Where are your certified screens at the end of the day? I got like 30 up in here. What you got? You're supposed to have stacks of certifieds, not 2 certified screens. Like I said, any demonstrations we do, you got to match us, which means you got to match all of my certified tests today. They're like, no, we're not doing that. That's too much, Mr. Bird. You're just doing too much, Mr. Bird. That's too much, Mr. Bird. That's just too much. You're just doing too much, Mr. Bird. You're doing too much, Mr. Bird. That's how tests are supposed to be. I'm gonna wipe that container off because I need a container picture. Where's the frog tape at anyway? Oh, upstairs. Why is the frog tape never where I'm at? All right, so I'm gonna test something out real quick because I'm curious. I want to see what these certifieds look like. I'm gonna get myself some frog tape. Will we try? Oh, we're a little bit wet. We're still good. I'm not like the screen with it. We still want to see. Oh, yeah. Not that. What gets me is doing certified tests in the dark? Come on.
Tired of small men hijacking this club. Letting the ego.
That's what I told you from the door. That demonstration he did in the dark with the elite screens in the dark? That screen has ambient light rejection technology embedded into it. You do demonstration in certified screens, you're supposed to be in this kind of lighting anytime when you're testing. In a dark environment, trying to show off a screen, that's a fail. And I got over here in the arsenal, we got about 15, 16 sitting over there, and we're not turning the lights out. Now we're going to have to buy your products. We're making lighter products now. We need something to basically have a little fun with. So, Partain Pro, orders start again. I got to make some phone calls, get your stuff down here, get it tested. And we'll push against the black screens for fun, because we know those things are designed to do. But we're going to bring your stuff down here for testing. We might as well, we're going to basically design a product and it's going to be in the gray screen paint category. Might as well have some fun, eh? Since we surpassed all the gunmetal already, so might as well. What have we got in the middle for a minute? Make sure we get this dry. Like that. So my screen is still a tad little wet, but this is a 4,000 lumen projector. This thing should have had all kinds of spots popping up, nothing. Which means that's even better. I'm gonna make a lighter version than that. Now, some people may sit there and say, oh, you're finally admitting that. No. Stop it. Slow down. Stop it. I know what you're going to say. Oh, the great. No, they're not. We put this against a 38. A 38 will crush the screen with no problem. Mind you, 38 took out 18 certifieds. Gunmetal screens. Top $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 screens. Talking about a black screen that has a very insane height and light level. So, no. That's why if you look at your cell phone and you look at your monitors and all that stuff, they're not gray. What color are they? They're black. That's why. If you're very from cell phone, you're watching this on right now. What color is your screen? Is it gray or is it black? It's black. Somebody, you went to a cell phone store and you paid about $1,500 for a phone and they gave you a gray screen, you would snap in that store. What the frick is this? What is this, 1980? Where's the black screen at? This screen's supposed to be black. It's not supposed to be gray. There you go. There you go. No. I want that OLED technology. I want that black screen. That's what I'm going to put contrasters on the gray. There you go. There you go. So why are you treating the projection screen the same way? Well, like I said, we're going to develop technology for everybody. So that way everybody, if they want to use the gray screens, they can use the gray screens. If they want to use the dark screens, they can use the dark screens. It's something for everybody. We're just giving you a taste of reality. Now, would I have one of these in my house? No. What would I need for? Black technology. I don't know. I like the OLED looks. That's my thing. But we have to cater to everybody at the end of the day. You got some people that like the gray. Some people are going to like the dark gunmetal. And some people want the strict black. But at least we cater to everybody. Now, later on, you get used to this. You can jump the stair steps. We had a customer came in, bought the gunmetal. He only had it for a month. Came back in, bought the black screen paint. It's just an easy transition. What the heck was that just flew by? Is that a wasp? Yeah, that is definitely a wasp. We gotta go kill that. That is definitely a wasp. How the freak do you? I don't want to kill it, but get it out of here. Get it out. Get it out. I see that thing come cruising by. I was like, yo, that is a freaking wasp. Hold on for a minute. I don't want to kill it, but then again, you know, I don't want to get stung by it either. I'm trying to get stung by a giant bee. Here we go. Ugh. Where did you go? Woo. Here we go. Here we go. We did first my floor was all white. It was easy to see, but it's not easy to see because it's not all white anymore. I smacked it. I know it hit the ground. Couldn't finish it off. Hopefully it goes out the door. All right, I'm going to be high alert for a little bit here. Well, I can tell you something. It's always something interesting at the end of the day. Let me make sure my door is shut because I don't want my cat getting hit by this thing. Well, we got the door open. Hopefully this goes out the door. And then I really don't want to kill it. I seen that thing cruise by. I was like, what the frick is that? That's definitely a wasp. It's a big one, too. This is why I don't kill spiders. Number one reason why I don't kill them. We get some pretty good spiders out here. You ever snag a cobweb and it felt like you got hit in the face with a fishing line? That's a pretty big spider. To actually put that web in. I've hit a couple of those before. Pretty good sized spiders. I saw something on Facebook where a guy rescued a bird from a cobweb. I would not want to meet the spider that laid that one. A bird. Not a big bird. Not a small bird got caught into it, but still. Don't want to meet the spider that laid that one. That's a pretty big spider. Now I'm freaking high alert right now. Looking for this freaking... I'm good. I can do both at the same time, but yeah. Giving me flashbacks when I was a kid when a freaking bee went up my pant leg. That was not good at all. It was a bad day. Alright. I'm gonna relax. Just chill. Now see what the contrast levels are there? That's what I'm talking about. Contrast levels. When we mark on the screen, it's going to be fair. We're going to show you everything. We're not putting anything in the dark. We're not going to fake any contrast levels. You're going to see the screen as it is. So that way you know exactly what you're buying. thing literally had its own freaking zip code attached to it. All right, pray in the Lord that it went out the door. I'm leaving the door open. If not, I'll be back. All right, let me get some tape over here. I want to check out real quick. White screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
It's got to go through the same treatment. It doesn't make a difference. People think because the screen is the color it is that it's definitely going to be skipped. No, it's going to go through the same testing. I got to see exactly what this thing can do at the end of the day. I want to see how it's going to measure up to certified. Remember, I got to go to form sites with this at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm going to have to be to back some stuff up. Where'd you go, you giant bee? I know you're somewhere. Just waiting like I'm going to get them. Wait till this thing. I'm going to sting the crap out of them. I'm going to sting the human. Now, if it drops, yep, that means only one thing. Screen is still saturated. That's another thing too. Somebody doesn't understand what the word curing means on a screen. A screen can still be dry to the touch, but it still can be dripping a little bit and curing. The screen right now, if you touch it, it's dry. It looks dry, but it's still saturated. You see a little of the liquid pulling from the screen. And that doesn't take long to dry. But we'll watch some demonstrations off of it. And then we got all this stuff we got to test. Because, man, I'm excited, man. I'm as giddy as a schoolgirl. We got everything out here. We got the certified screens out. We got light. We got gray. We got dark. We got all out here. We got all different forms of gray paint. So we're going to have a ball with this. And we do it all live. Some people sit there and say, aren't you nervous? You're going to... No, why would I be nervous? You got to do it out in the open. Boy, let's get some snow in here. So if we can knock all the tests out between, oh man, let me see, today and tomorrow, because remember we got ultra short throw, we got low lumens, we got distance throw, we have to hit it with the high end projector so you can get that bad boy a hot spot. Because remember, dark screens are designed to collect light. This is a different form of area now at the end of the day. Then we got to go and change, all these tests have to be added for the specification sheet. We got to do certified screens tests. Now, as for outside applications, it depends. Like, you're not going to start that projector up. I mean, we always say the best screens to take outside are black because they're designed to absorb a ton of light. We're going to have to do it side by side and see what happens. From my personal experience, honestly, black screen's going to beat the daylights out of it. It is. Now, you have to understand that contrast level is very important, people. You have to understand it is very, very important. When you buy your projector, does it say, oh, it has a 3001 white level? No, it's just contrast. Very important. I like when the OLEDs came out and the guy sat there and explained the perfect black. He couldn't put it any better. Couldn't put it any better. I'm itching right now. I want the screen to dry so we can test, because I want to test right now. Itching to get it done. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's network gray 773. It ain't gonna match nothing we design over here. Nothing. When I tell you, you gotta have a difference between night and day. It can't match. You do not want a gray paint, especially $23 a gallon, matching anything at the end of the day. Nothing. You don't want white screens matching your stuff at the end of the day. Certified? Yes. House paint? No. That's what I was itching to do. Want that stuff matching? Oh, heck no. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, we got thunder. I just heard it. Thunder, thunder, lightning. Very, very frightening. Hey, Galileo, Galileo, Galileo. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. If you don't know what that is, then you have missed out on life. Slow color change.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's try that one again. Slow color change.
Getting that from YouTube.
Is it snow color change? I'm gonna look that one up more.
M&M's minis. They're M&M's, just smaller.
So I'm going to add 3 more elements to it. I want to make it better than what it is. I know exactly what we're going to add to it. We're not going to make it any darker. It's good where it's at, but there's something else I want to change on it. I'm going to put some of that gamer technology so we can brighten up the colors a little bit more, make them a little bit more advanced. So the screen's going to change once we bring it upstairs. Like I said, we're in a max out zone, so there's a lot of light hitting the screen. It's just why we do these demonstrations, because with all this light hitting the screen, we need to see how much of the screen is going to wash out or fade out with color. This is why all these tests are very important. When we show a color level, it isn't just only to show that the screen produces a better color than the next screen. It's to show that how much of the color is going to wash out depending on how much light we have in the environment. So if we have this in a really, really high-end environment, how much of the color will I lose? That's why I was upstairs with the 127-inch sitting in the window with all that light going back and forth across the screen. The screen was maintained with no problem because this is how they're tested. Now, if anything comes up which doesn't look correctly or something's going wrong, it's fading, we're getting discoloration around the edges, then the screen has to be taken back. We have to retest it, do it again, work on it, bring it back in. Just like the gunmetals, when we first made the gunmetals had a very serious issue with ultra short throws. Everything else worked perfectly, but the minute we had ultra short throw, it had this blinding glare right up here in the top. And I said, well, we got to go back, we got to fix that. Now we can go upstairs and we can drop a 143-inch on a wall at $60 on a projector in a fully lit environment without any problems whatsoever. That's why testing is important. Go back and fix the problems. But if you don't do any testing, then guess what? You may end up matching something you don't want to match at the end of the day. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, when we put this side by side, we're going to put this against the gunmetal we have upstairs. That is a dark gunmetal. And then over here, we have the black. So you can see how the screen is going to react toward white levels and color and contrast. I'm going to tell you from the door what's going to happen when that black screen lays against the screen. It's going to blend into the screen. It's going to produce a way better, higher contrast level, and its colors are going to blow the screen clean out of the water. There's no gunmetal screen that can match 38 black. Interesting, the gunmetal, dark gunmetal, and the 38 black are interesting. They go side by side because the 38 can produce that contrast, can produce a contrast level, which is crazy. The gunmetal can produce that contrast shifting to a certain degree to be to keep up with the black screen. With the black screen, like I said, will produce darker contrast levels at certain times next to the gunmetal. They both produce the same color, which is kind of interesting, and the white levels, they can blend back and forth with each other. This is not what I'm curious about. This is nothing. This is not what gets my goat at the end of the day. What gets my goat, really what I want to know is the certifies. This is nothing. This is house paint. That's not a real test. A real test would be one of these certified screens. Now this would be a test right here. Let's see what we're up against. So let's start off with white screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'll be back, people. My windows are open and it is raining like cats and dogs. Oh, I don't need to sign and stop asking me that stupid question. I see. We won't be painting the customer screen today. So, it is safe to say we'll be doing it hopefully tomorrow. I'm kind of glad that I went in and got all my testing done, or actually just demonstrations done on 150 upstairs because, man, it's raining every day. And it's raining right now. So, I make sure the windows are shut. All right, let's get these certifieds done. So I'm going to see what we're dealing with, what we can change, what we might want to change, and from there. All right, hopefully this one sticks with no problem. We're already dry. All right, that's better. All right, let's get a, hear that? You're gonna hear thunder in a few minutes. Dark Star 9. Here we go, Dark Star 9. 0.9 gain. Now, if you notice when we're doing these tests, those of you that are going to be shopping for screen paint products, when we do these tests in fully lit environments. We do not do them in the dark. We need to see how the screen is going to react. But if the customer decides to have a very well lit environment, we have to be ready for that. One of the things you have to make sure when you're using a sample sheet like this, these sample sheets have a reflective surface attached to them. You have to make sure that the reflective surface lays nice and flat to the surface. If not, they get dark around the edges. You should not be putting sample sheets on your screen that have creases running back and forth across the screen. That's going to basically disrupt the picture quality on the sample sheet. It needs to lay flat, and it shouldn't have any creases in it, which I saw in the demonstration. I don't know why I even try to use that one. And let's get ourselves some lighter ones. This one right here. These right here, you're going to have to go, that one website, this one you're going to have to call. These right here, you got to call in for these. This is a matinee black with a 0.9. This is Seymour AV. Oh, you can see the color of it right there. I know the owners of Seymour AV. Very, very nice people. All very, 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 very nice people. At the end of the day. Really, really nice people. Let's go over here and let's get ourselves a, now usually, like I said, when I'm dealing with darker screens, I already know from the door that a darker screen is going to be to dominate the minute it comes in. Now, when you're dealing with a screen that's a little lighter than a darker screen, then this is where the fun begins. This is where it gets fun for me because I never know what's going to happen. That's the fun thing about it. Darker technology, I know what's going to happen. I know what that screen's going to do within the day. With this, I don't know, so the excitement's there. I like the excitement. matinee silver right here. See my AV, see the color of it right there. I like the little put everything on here. Oh, I like it when it rains. So nice. Oh, we definitely got to put in a DMP supernova. Here we got some room over there. Here we are. We have a DMP supernova. This is another company you have to call in for. These are not easy sample sheets to get. I had to call in. I had to send over an email. Cost me $20 for these bad boys. All right. So, when someone say this, I don't know if they can use that term, saving you hundreds. And it's true, they can't use the term saving you $100 if they matched a bucket of freaking $23 paint. That doesn't work, does it? Where would you say that at? You can't say it anymore. You're not saving anybody any money. Here we go. Oh, you ever seen this one before? Oh, yeah. Yes, sirree. We got all this stuff. Man, the minute I found out they had this one, I'm like, give me that one, give me this one, I'll take that one. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Now what we're doing is we have a mix of bag of everything. We have some light, we have some dark, we have some gray, we got everything. The reason why we do this is because usually in the demonstrations I watch, yes, definitely thunder. In the demonstrations I watch, they will pick screens close enough to the screen so they have very little resistance. We don't do that here. Let's put this one right here, over top the big brother, there. All right, that's enough right there, right? All right, now we're always looking for a certain white level. That's what we're looking for right now. Let's test it out and see what happens. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
And voila. There you go. Make sure we're standing right in the front. There we go. There's a certain, when I put the white screen on, there's a reason why. It's not because who pulls the highest white level. That's something you don't want to see. If our screen was pulling the highest white level, that would be a bad reading, because that means that would produce a white level too high, contrast shifting wouldn't be working correctly, and that means the screen would have an issue pulling color and contrast. White levels we're not worried about because we know it can maintain it, but those two areas are actually more concerned on. If we want a screen, if it came to the fact that the higher the white level on the screen, the more superior it was, then white screens would be the most expensive screens because nothing pulls a white level higher than a white screen. It's not the white level you're looking for. It's a certain tone in the white level you're looking for. That's the problem. That's what I see with these hobbyists that make screen paints. They think it's the higher the white level. No, you are so way off, it's not even funny. That's the reason why, at the end of the day, your products can't do these demonstrations because the white levels are way too high. Even high enough to match white paint. Ooh, we haven't done that one yet, have we? All right, we got time. We got to retest anyway. We got to rebuy. Got to make phone calls today. Got to call people and get them to put orders in. You know what we're putting orders in for, right? All right. All right, let's go to blue screen. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, if you haven't done tests under these products like we're doing right now, how in the world would you compare yourself to us if you haven't done these tests? None of these screens I've seen in none of your demonstrations. So how is it possible that you would be equal to us if you haven't passed these certifieds yet? I'm still waiting to see the demonstration on screen innovation. I haven't seen a black diamond test yet. I'm still waiting on that one. Remind you, when they do these tests, it will be in the dark. It will be in the dark. Like the one you saw with the lead screens, it'll be sitting in a dark environment, no meters, nothing at all, period. So how do you know what you're getting at the end of the day if you turn the lights on? Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
So here we have here, gentlemen, a technology that is much lighter than what we're used to developing, and it has the ability to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 certified screens. And we're doing this in the max out zone, tons of light hitting the screen, no dark environments, no dark corners, no dark pockets, none of that stuff. We're standing back from the screen so everybody can see the full effect of the environment, not pushed right on top of the screen where you don't want to be at. The shocking thing for them is they really thought the Black Widow can only be black. Yeah, Black Widow can change into many things. We just never showed it off. We just stuck with the black. But like I said, having that conversation with the preacher, and he was right. I mean, we had the conversation. I thought to myself, I'm trying to push this, you know. I know black technology is good, but sometimes some people take time. They take time to be eased into that. So, you know, we can make a lighter version of it. Why not? Everybody making light gray screen paints is like, oh, good gracious, what the freak did we just wake up? Yeah, what did you just wake up? Because just to let you know, gentlemen, if your screens have never been tested, if you've never done this test, fully lit environment, as we're doing right now, what makes you think your product would stand against this screen? It won't. I can guarantee you that. I'll bring you down here, your screens would wash up in the light alone down here. Because in all the demonstrations I've seen, even with the certifieds, when we do our research, you guys stay in these ambient light controlled environments. We don't. We stay in fully lit environments. The environment alone is going to cause problems for your screen. So you're not going to maintain down here, not on a color level. Now the reason why we do these color levels, like I said, we need to see how much color is going to wash up on the screen. That's very important. I get more of a challenge from the certifieds because the certifieds, well, like I said, certifieds are screens that have weight attached to them. Now we're going to have this in display at normal lighting. Ultra short though is going to be a breeze on this right here. Ultra short though is harder to pull off on darker screens. Like I said, being able to generate enough light to come off the screen. Ultra short those can become issues. Screens can become dark when you turn on the angle. That's why you see me downstairs in a demonstration at 148 inches on a projector that's not designed to do 148 inches. I can lean to the side and you can see the screen going all the way across. It's extremely hard to do on a dark screen. This color? Oh man, it's gonna be a cakewalk all day.
The spring sale at Raymore Flanagan.
Raymore Flanagan. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Man, between all this rain and the summertime coming up, my backyard's gonna look like that freaking Evergrow from freaking Predator. Man, I can see it coming out right now. My grass is thicker than it was freaking last year. I'll have to get myself a special kind of cutter for that bad boy. So let's see what the Starfield's coming up. Now mind you, this is gunmetal. That's gunmetal. And what else we have? That's the only two gunmetals we have up here. This is shifting contrast technology we put into it. Like I said, it's not going to have that super insane contrast levels as the darker screens, but as you can see, it's pretty good. And the screen right here that is matching right here is a $5,000 gunmetal screen. And this one at the price of 32 ounces, that can paint a screen size up to 150 inches because we know because we tested it. Well, cost our customers $268, and this is our low-end grade screen. Now everybody has that white screen, then you have that high-end screen. Well, our low-end screens are actually more advanced than basically the high-end certified screens. 8K Nature Desire found you.
Getting that from YouTube.
Just saw him take off a few minutes ago. Where did you go? I just saw you. Sorry about that. I got a large wasp in here somewhere trying to figure out. I just saw him take flight just a few minutes ago. Oh, he's in here. I'm going to have to track him. There you go. Impressive, isn't it? God's technology is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Like I said, when it comes to these gunmetal screens or these dark certified screens, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to have the screen overpower you. To match a certified is a good thing. But when I see y'all do demonstrations against certified screens, your demonstrations are not done correctly. You're in poorly lit environments, dark environments doing these demonstrations. You don't do color patterns. You don't do white levels. You won't do contrast levels. You can't do a demonstration in this much lighting because your screen will wash out. That's why. That's why when you see them do demonstrations on a great product, they can't do it in a well-lit environment. The screen will wash out. So they have to be in the dark. Even with black paint, you have to be in the dark. Me, I can be in a max out zone and I can still produce contrast levels. So when we begin the testing, we don't need to, we're doing it for fun. To show you exactly how we develop and how the Black Widows technology plays around in the levels that you guys travel at. We're gonna buy your products, bring them down here, wipe them clean, that fast, that quick, and be done. Put it in the trash, take it to landfill. Because again, like I said, you're watching the screen take on certifieds right now in a max out zone. What chance would you have of your product against this screen? None. And you thought 38 Black Widows were only designed for black screens. I sat there and said on camera, I said, if we ever decided to make a gray version of it, it would wipe out easily. Certified screens, and as for the hobbyist, you wouldn't be able to hold a candle to it. I wasn't joking when I said it. Here it is. I was not joking.
When you step into a new day, willing to take on whatever is asked of you, that new day is yours to own and yours to be proud of.
I want to do more certifieds because we don't have them all up here. I'm gonna do this. Oh, this is a nice gunmetal too. I'm definitely doing this one right here. This has got to be the blade right here. We got to do this one. We're gonna do these two gunmetals right here. Yeah. I tell you, sometimes it's best to let things sleep at the end of the day. Now we're going to be on the search. Because under black technology, I wouldn't care about basically lighter gray screen paints or whatever. We don't care about that. It's a black screen. It doesn't even fit in the category at all. This, on the other hand, is something different. It does fit in the category, which means we got to get to shopping. We got to see exactly how many gray screen paint products we can knock out in 1 month. You guys haven't even done our digital one crystal screen paint yet. How are you going to basically compete against the new stuff and you haven't even done the old stuff yet? We're still waiting for those tests to be done. So we're talking about people, the hobbyists who make screen paints, who don't do a very good job in their testing. I've seen a few of them trying to do certified screens. Very, very, very poor demonstrations. Environments way too dark. And then they'll pick out certain colors in their demonstrations that will blend well with their screens, or certain screens that they know that basically won't give them much of a struggle. Us, on the other hand, we like the challenge. So now we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I guarantee you, I'm going to tell you from the door, this product right here will knock out everything you have in your product line in one hit. And I'll prove it. I'm a man that backs my word. So, like I said, 2 options. We can order directly from you and watch you put the money back in my account because you're afraid of this technology, or I can basically make a few phone calls and get your product down here. Those are the only 2 options you have. That goes for both of you at the end of the day. Those are your choices. You're going to endure the embarrassment of giving me back my money, because that's what you're going to be designed to become down here. You're testing against great technology. We have a gunmetal version of a light gray screen, and we feel that you need to be tested against it. So, your options, simple and plain, gentlemen. I make orders, and you put the money back in my account because you're afraid, because you know your product doesn't work. I do not want to hear the Karen excuses about how we don't deal with this and how we don't deal with that. No, simple and plain. I don't want to hear excuses. The product, you say it's the best, right? Now we're bringing technology down to your level. We don't have to, but we're just doing it. We're going to bring it down to your level. How well does your product work? How much confidence you have? We know you can't survive a black screen. We know that. You can't survive gunmetal technology. We know that, the darker one. Do you have enough confidence in this technology right here that you think you can take it on? So we'll begin the process of placing orders. And my cancellations will stack up. We will order everything from your shopping cart in one hit. So 2 options. If the orders come back fake, and we all know if the orders are scammed or whatever, we'll just go through PayPal again and we'll win another claim against you and you'll get another embarrassment for the day. We'll put you on the blacklist again as another scammer. Or you put the money back in my account because, like I said, only 3 ways you're going to go with this. Either you're going to send us down a fake product because you don't have confidence in your product because it doesn't work. You're going to give me back my money, which chances are that's definitely going to happen. Or you're going to send the product and you're going to watch it get destroyed. Now on our end, we have 2 options. We can buy from you, or I can make a phone call and I can have somebody basically take care of it for me. Either way, you're going to be here. So don't do that to yourself at the end of the day. Now, like I said, I try to do things nicely. I do. I could embarrass you. I could basically have your products on my table and then place another order and watch you give me back my money while I have your product here. That is pretty embarrassing. And I would do that on... Can we do a freaking network stream? We can stream everybody together, like TikTok and everybody together. I'm gonna figure out how to get that done. That'd be embarrassing of me having your product and you giving me back my money. You don't want to go down that route. But that's unnecessary. That definitely would be going too far. Even in my side, be going too far. We just need to have your product down here because we want to squash the nonsense of you guys automatically starting nonsense by saying, oh, this and that. You guys got a bad habit of that. So we'll buy your stuff and bring it down here. That way we can test you down here. We can have you in fully lit environments. You don't have to be in the dark. The reason why we do this, people, is because these people don't know how to do tests correctly. So again, high-powered projectors, he couldn't pass a 1-year challenge on his projector, asking him to swap out the projector for 1 year. Couldn't do that. He knew he had to depend on the projector. He needed it to make his screen look good. Doing the demonstration against Network Grade 773, clearly matched the screen in 2 video demonstrations, which he did. One of them was actually pretty crazy. He actually tried to, and we're not going to go down the road. We know what he tried to do to the camera, so we'll leave that one alone. So yeah, it got pretty bad for this guy. So now we have a lighter version of this technology. Instead of going through the nonsense like you guys like to do, let's just nip all this in the butt. Let's order all your stuff, get it down here, and put it through the grinder. Now, the reason why you don't want to be down here, again, we have too much light in our environment. You already know your screen's going to have a problem picking up. They're going to wash out from the door. Look at the certifies. Just want to give you an idea what's going to happen to you. And you're going to have a problem with maintaining colors. You're not going to have the high-end projectors. You can't get the extra contrast you get from your projectors or the extra colors. You can't use the smoke and mirrors. None of that stuff exists down here at all. So you know your product is going to struggle really bad down here. So that's another reason why. That's why you don't cut corners. You don't do fake demonstrations because then you don't have to go through that. Let's go it again. White screens. Do we have everything up there? Yeah, we got all the certifies up there. All right, bounce this out of YouTube. Why? We're in YouTube. I said white screens. There we go. We need to bring the other ones up a little higher. Can't even match my environments. I was on 144 yesterday. I didn't see y'all doing any demonstrations on 144s yesterday. Nope. 180 yesterday. No demonstration on 180. 150. No 150s. 127. No 127s. Come on, man. If you guys are going to basically talk trash about my product, at the end of the day, match my screens, match my environments, match my demonstrations. Let's see what we got going on. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So this will go under more brutal testing than the rest of the screens because it's going to have to prove itself more. Oh, look at that already, man. Look at that. Mind you, we're in a max out zone. So that screen is taking in a ton of ambient light right from the max out zone. And at the same time, it's going to have to maintain its color level better than it certifies. I don't see you guys doing tests like this. Why not? They're fun. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ooh, la, 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 la. You guys are going to get crushed when y'all come down here. You're going to get crushed. You see this right here? You're going to get crushed down here. Oh, man, I can see the money bouncing back in my account right now. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 certifieds on here. We got everything from gunmetal to mid-grade to light grade. We got Seymour AV 1.3s on there, everything. And this is our, most screens have this, like, when it comes to technology, they'll have like the mid-level price, they'll have like the bottom dollar price, then you got the high-end price. This is a mid for us. So this is our mid-level technology that's doing this. Yeah, you'll definitely give me back my money. I can see that one coming. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, that money's not going to sit on my account long. Now that money going to sit on your account that long. That money's coming back to our account. We can see that coming. Yeah, it's definitely coming back to my account. If you haven't tested, if you haven't done this test to begin with, you're going to have a problem. Their main concern is the light. That's their main concern right now. It's the light. That's their main concern. Because the majority of most of these screens we've already done research on. Every last one of them has done ambient light controlled environment. I've never seen any of them be used in this much light ever. Now, like I said, if you were to put this against a white screen, yeah, huge improvement, amazing improvement. Some of these gray screen paint mixes out here, yeah, massive improvement, definitely. Our technology, well, you're seeing it right there. Let's go with a slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Mind, this is not the official test. This is for fun. This is to see exactly what we need to adjust on the screen. This is all adjustments, that's all it is. So when we do an adjustment, that means we bring the screen, we paint it down, and we start throwing certified screens against it. We hit it with ultra short. We need to know exactly where the screen is going to land and where we need to adjust it. When it's finally adjusted and everything's done, then we start hitting it with the actual test, which we could blow through that in probably about a day easily. But this is just not a test. This is just for fun to see where the screen stands at. Because mind you, unlike you guys, not saying my people right now, but you naysayers, I go into form sites all the time. All the time. Sites that you can't go into at the end of the day because they would shut you down in there. The first minute someone would ask you to test your stuff against house paint, Bear, whatever, anything else in the day, even they make their own gray screen paint products in there, you would walk out of that room. Me, I don't have a problem in there. So when I go into with the elitists and their section, they have all these screens sitting up and their section. Now, one of the things we did talk to a few of them, they did like the black screen, but some of them did want a lighter screen. And we have been questioned about a few times, like, hey, look, if the guys can make a lighter version of this, it'd be nice because this is what I would like the color and all. We have it. So now today I will be going in there with this same demonstration, well, another different demonstration, and saying, look, we got a lighter version of the gunmetal. This is it right here. This is against the certified screens that you guys have. Yeah, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's what's going to happen today. This is what you're going to have to do. Because you walk in there and they be like, oh, what do you have over there? Oh, you have a P2? Or my son has that in his playroom. Yeah, they have some monsters over there. I was checking out a few things they had over, like, good gracious, man. Yeah, it's Candyland for people who love projectors over there.
The only way you're ever gonna know.
They've got the big boy toys. The big boy toys.
Wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world, and finding out for yourself.
I was talking to a woman in the UK. She spent $60,000 for a center speaker. No center speakers. Yeah, people just saying, oh, but that's not possible. Yeah, it is possible. They do have products that cost that kind of money. At the end of the day, you just have to be within that elitist group to be able to have that. Just like an oil change for Bugatti would cost you $22,000 or $25,000, somewhere in that price range. But yeah. All right, let's get something to play. Wait, did we do the whole? No, we didn't do the whole color. We need to do purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Man, it rained like cat and dog today, man. We got to get a screen outside. We can play around in the rain. I did a few of them. We can, but they have to be plexiglass to do it. And you're definitely going to need an extended long throw to do it too on top of that. Gray screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, what does this mean for our customers? Well, now our customers, at the end of the day, we don't have to worry about The screens do. Some people say they don't like the screen because it's too dark. Some people do like the screen because it's dark. Then we can cater everybody. Now, if you want the 38 Black Widow technology and a lighter, you have it right there in the lighter, right there for you. Not only do you have it there in the lighter, but you're watching a live demonstration of this product go through certified screens with no problem. And that shows you at the end of the day how much your product is worth. I can easily go over there with the elitists and show them this technology over there, and these guys would easily give me $900 usually right from the door for it. Because they know they paid too much money for their screen at the end of the day. $900 compared to $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 for a 100-inch, and they got 150s over there displayed on their walls. Cancel. You need to go to the rest of the grays. Light gray. There we go. Let's go with this pure gray. There we go. Let's see. Let's go with a yellow screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go hit the wild cards. Mind you, this is on a 720p projector. Price $270. No calibrating at all. So this is 4,000 lumens. So you're gonna say, well, you're hitting with they're all being hit with 4,000 lumens. You know that, right? Had somebody want to argue, you're hitting the whole thing with they're all being hit with 4,000 lumens. It's virtually impossible. Light does not work that way. Well, light's gonna come from my projector, miss the rest of the screens, and just hit mine. It doesn't work that way. They're all being hit with 4,000 lumens. So we got plenty of power, 4,000 lumens, enough power to hit the screen, and still they're not picking up. So if they're not going to hit at 4, they're not going to make it at 5. Remember, the more light that hits the screen, the more the screen washes out. Oh, we got to get a charger, people. I'll be back. This is going to be fun when we get a chance to launch this thing. Whoops. Let's hit an ultra short throw 2 down here. Yeah, so I had to learn to be a little bit more flexible because, like I said, we had the ability to make it a light gray. We do have the ability to do it, but as I said before, I'm a fan of black technology, and I figure if I'm going to go black, everybody else has to go the same way too. And I have to learn I have to compromise sometimes. I have to compromise. So, not saying at the end of the day, no. The black technology is still more superior. It is far more superior. But you still have to make room so people can have a choice. So some people may not want the black screen. They might want to have a gray screen at the end of the day, which is not gray. Not the gray you think it is. No, far from it. I told you when we make stuff, it's a little weird. It's not the same thing that you guys think. Maybe it's no, it's not. It's not what you think it is. But anyway. If it was a gray screen, it would have been able to match. The gunmetal would have had no problem overpowering it. And that's a dark gunmetal screen laying against that technology. All right, let me see. Where we want to go? We got the yellow, right? Want to try some orange? Orange screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
I hate it when it's rainy and hot at the same time. It's like being in a sauna. Now, when it's rainy and hot outside, that's when women start coming into the store looking like Alice Cooper. Got freaking mascara coming out of her house. They did about to kick off a concert right there in the middle of freaking Starbucks. You know when it's bad. That's the worst.
We know the world is pretty smart.
Wicked smart.
So we made flex packs.
From Boston, wicked, smart, forced. Yeah. I would have fun with it. If I was a woman that got caught out there in a steamy hot day and I came up with a mascara running down my face, I'd have busted like, everybody want to rock. I've been cracking up. Get have fun with it. Life is too short. Gotta enjoy every minute of it. No, I can't wait to throw Ultra Shirt though in this. It's going to pass all the tests. The hardest screens to run are the darkest screens. Those are the hardest ones to do. This right here is going to be a cakewalk. But we still, even though we know it's going to pass, we have to have it on record. We have to have it recorded. Everything has to be done. Everything has to be noted. Because we're always going to have a customer maybe didn't see the demonstration. He's going to say, how's it going to look? And we got to say, here's the demonstration for you. So we're just going through all the colors. Should we do a lights out demonstration? We can do that right now. Might as well. We just have some fun with it. When we do passing the max out, might as well turn the lights out. Get myself a chair. All right, lights out, people. Oh, it's a good day, man. The rain is good. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Let's take that slow color change. Ooh, it's done. We got all the colors in here, man. Yippee-ki-yay. There we go. And this is the screen generating with the lights out. Keep in mind, like I said, we're in the max out zone, so the fact that the screen can still maintain its colors with all this light hitting it is extremely good. Lights out, it's gonna look insane. Normal lighting, it's gonna look insane. So if it's passing when it looks good down here, upstairs, it's gonna look even crazier. All right, let's hit these colors here. Oh man, this is gonna be much better than I thought we did. Much better. Tell you, chat is good. This was developed. This is the screen that was developed for the church. This is we customized for them. So we decided to make it available for everybody. Nice. All right, let's go up top. Let's see what we got going up top. We got some brighter colors. Let's hit those yellows. Well, we can definitely put down there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 screen certified screen tested. Cause yep. All right. Always trying to learn cats and dogs.
What happens when performance meets power?
So we're just going through all the colors. We give you lights out, lights on. So if these tests take some time, but you got to be thorough with these things. You want to make sure you don't make any mistakes. And we can see from here what we might have to fix and what we don't have to fix. All right, let's do a slow color change out. Now, the reason why, like I said, I love using these older projectors because people are watching this demonstration, they can relate to the projector because the projector is a cheap projector. Anybody can afford it. We try to use cheap projectors that everybody can afford at the end of the day. I'm gonna hit this on the $109 Chrissy projector too, also too. Yeah, some people are saying, well, it's 43. It's 43 you can afford at the end of the day. It isn't like, okay, we're using a projector that's way out of your price range. It's going to cost you thousands of dollars. You can afford this. The Chrissy projectors we use are like 178 bucks. That's it. All right. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Desired Nature AK.
Getting that from YouTube.
And this is without a 2:1 contrast ratio projector. We're spending $3,300. Question is, how much did you pay for your projector at the end of the day? Mine cost me $270. So, just to put it out here, just to the naysayers, this is how you do tests on a gray screen. This is why, when I was under digital and crystal screen paint, this is how I was able to obtain a 10-year global contract. This is why. You have to do tests that nobody else will do at the end of the day. You guys are following the same protocol that these high-end companies do. And look, that's the result. So if we could do that to a high-end company, what do you think we'll do to you? So I said, don't follow the leader. That's a good thing. Never a good thing. They follow them and they say, oh, but that's protocol. That's what they're doing. Yeah, guess what? We don't follow them. Look what we're doing to them. So we can do that to them. What do you think will happen to you? The only screen I stand there that is pretty much coming close to matching that technology is a $5,000 DMP Supernova. So you do the math. That's a $5,000 gunmetal screen. And this technology right here, for our customers, for 32 ounces, that'll paint up to a 150-inch screen, because I did the demonstration live, so we know. Paints up to 150 inches at $268 a quart. 5,000, 268. Which one do you think the customers are going to go for? This is why the certified companies can't stand me at the end of the day, and they don't like me at all. And this is why the hobbyists hate me at the end of the day. Because we back our demonstrations up, we back our products up. I can come right in your backyard, I can develop the same technology you got, and I can blow your stuff out so easy it's not even funny, and do certifies all at the same time, which I'm going to display to you next month. I'm going to wipe all your screen paints out and knock out the certifies at the same time, and do it all in a max out zone on a projector. It's going to be dirt cheap without calibrating, ambient light controlled environments, nothing. That's what pays to mind your business at the end of the day. If you left Mr. Bird alone in his backyard, working with his black paints, being as happy and giddy as he was, you couldn't leave well enough alone. Now I'm going to be in your backyard, and you're going to watch all your products get level. Trust me, they're not going to be to take on this technology. Look at this. We got certifiers up here, and they're barely making it. They can't even pass the screen in the dark. And capital-wise, they can't come down to our price range. Your capital would collapse. Well, they don't know what capital means, but anyway, they couldn't do it. Now, when I jump into the certifiers, we know a few people in there that have the daylight screen in there. They do have them at 180 inches. I'm going in there. Matter of fact, I'm going to use the $109 projector for that demonstration. We're using that one in there to have some fun. And I'm going to show them, like, look, here's my screen right here. We got the color right there. Those guys will put an invoice in for like $900, and I've seen them do it. They'll sit there and like, look, and if you give it to me, especially for anybody else gets it, I'll pay a little extra on the side. Yeah, we get those little offers all the time, but no, nobody gets it until we finalize it, finish it, and then we do a batch number on it, and then you can have it. Once the batch number is completed, we paint it out and it's displayed, then you get it. And then the naysayers will understand how a batch number actually works. I swear I might bring in sock puppets for that one. Oh,
The only way you're ever gonna know what you're made
if I mean a TV show to watch, showing it, I don't watch.
Wow,
I
raging
need to
so
shows to watch.
damn beautiful it hurts world, and finding out for yourself. The new Grand Cherokee, made for what you're made of.
See how the colors are not coming up? There you go. White levels are too high. Their reflective surface is a nightmare. You know, at the end of the day, I'll tell you something. Kind of happy with it. I'm really, really happy with it. But if it makes my customers put a smile on their face and this is what they want, so be it. Why not? You know what I mean? All right, so let me get in here. I get something to eat, get rested, come back in. We're going to knock these tests out. We got to do ultra short throw tests, but do low lumen tests. Low lumen tests are all done with certifieds all over again. So we got to see how this ring is going to pick up at 1,000 lumens at 14 feet and its max ozone. We see how it maintains. Then we got to figure out exactly how low of lumens we can put on it. We may be able to take this one outside, to tell you the truth. So we may have to go put that in there, back in there again. We'll do some outside demonstrations on top of that. See with a comparison with the black screens, we have to put all that up there at the beginning. So that way you can see exactly, you know, some people would be on the fence. They'd be like, I don't know which one to go with. And this one will give you a better idea exactly what you're dealing with. So we got a lot of testing. We can knock everything out just about and about. We get it done in a day. It's gonna be a lot of videos. No, we do it half and half because I got videos to do on Instagram in a few minutes anyway, and Facebook. So we'll do low lumen tests, certified tests, which we have to do again. This has to be done again, which means we have to title it this time. This was just for fun. So we have to title it. So we're gonna do a certified test. We'll do the low lumen test. We'll do distant tests. And I gotta see ultra short though. I definitely have to see that. Ultra short though demonstration. Well, that's pretty much all of them right there until we get outside to play with it. All right, I guess we get them all knocked out today. We got the labels already done. So labels finished. We did the label on the computer. So there's a label right there for right there. That's already done. All right, people. Well, let's let me go in and I guess I can put 18 screen certified, 8 screen certified on it because it did do its job. We got to list all the certified screens it went against. And it was able to maintain in a full lit environment with no problem. So you can put a few things down there, but we still need to test on an ultra short throw, and we have to do some low lumen tests on it. All right, so I'll be back in about a few, and we'll start from there. So now we have a light gray version of the gunmetal. We're going to call it LT Gunmetal, and it should be available probably by. Make sure I know what day it is before I make that statement. Pretty sure it's not Friday yet. This is how hard I work. I literally forget days sometimes. So I think it should be Friday. We should have it by Friday on the website. All right, that's basically about it. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Next demonstrations, we're not going to talk about the other people. We're just going to keep it clean, get it done, get everything processed. I need to get this set up and get it finished and get you guys all taken care of. I'm hyped up, people. I like this. I do like it. Am I going to? No, I still support black technology 100%, but I do like it. At least I'm comfortable because it gives our customers an option. You know what I mean? It gives them an option. So that I do like, giving you options. All right. Let me get everything finished up. I'm going to get something to eat. I'll be back on. I'm going to start setting up for testing. Got to go, and God bless.